Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Equine Underground Invitational number 19, one off from the Big 20. And very happy to have you guys here along with our lovely co-hosts, Troy and Mark.
Hi everyone, good to
Hello.
see you.
So we'll apologize first of all for the delay in starting up. Had a bit of rushing around, which was unfortunately unaccounted for. Plus, trying to get this camera started, it seems that the cameras are not as friendly with me for some reason, despite two different options. But
Well,
we have good representation of the camera side of things. I'm happy to have you guys on board.
and as I mentioned on the Discord, this time you are excused because it's your birthday, so happy birthday, Fahad.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for
Oh,
joining on
I almost
birthday.
forgot it was my birthday. It's one of the weird,
I,
it's one
I
of those
didn't
weird,
know
but
that.
it's not a very usual birthday. We usually have more family members around, etc. This time I had some close family members actually be traveling. So I think we just make it up with another day. But it's okay. I can celebrate with you guys. Also, a nice event here. These are always fun to have. Right, Tomo?
Hi, Tomo.
Do we have the link out or not?
Yes.
Oh, we have. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I did not know it was your birthday, Fahad. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Troy. I turn nice 36 today. Matter of fact, it's
36.
the second time I celebrate being 36. Last year I accidentally celebrated becoming 36, but it was a miscount. I was told the day later, but I was wrong. Thank you, Tomo. Thank you, JPS. Thank you, Dan.
That's mid 30s is like the perfect age. You're
think?
young enough to enjoy life, and you're old enough to know better on some things. It's like perfect. I would love to be back in my 30s again.
Yeah, I mean, I may be passing it with a lot of stress and pressure, but I kind of ask for it, just by the responsibilities I'm taking over in general, including Equine, but this is probably the least, as in the one I enjoy the most. But yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll look back at these
30s
days.
is awesome.
I'd say. So,
You hit 40 and it's all downhill.
you
50
think?
and it's already over. You got 1 foot in. I mean,
Well,
but
life is a
30s.
journey. I think we try to make the most out of it, and this is one of those examples.
You're right. You're right.
I'm grateful for the life I've been able to live so far, and I'm grateful for what I have, including you guys. So I get
Awesome.
emotional
Likewise.
with these moments. Yeah, speaking of fun things, I also open Twitter and I find people calling us all kinds of things, from rugs to morons to all kinds of different things. Like I can't imagine in what scenario I would make a large amount of money from Mint, and then instead of taking the money and going, actually showing up every single 1 or 2 weeks, talking through like what's the skin in it for me to continue if I didn't have the intention to pull through, like just with the basic logic. Like, am I getting any secondary, let's say, sales royalties that are really even worthwhile? Like, it's just nonsense. Like, I don't know what people are doing here. Hi, Equino. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, but also, like, you guys, I appreciate everyone who's been like stepping up and talking to them. I don't know if it's sincere or not coming from them, but I think that the current Twitter style, especially with monetization and all that, it's really encouraging people to try to get as much engagement as they can. And I wonder why would you suddenly just wake up and decide to remember Equine and start to talk about timelines as if you're onto something? It's just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's exactly as you say. Irrelevant people trying to make themselves relevant. It's okay. We'll do what we were always doing for the last 2 years. Yes, we would like the game to be out by now. Of course, we are not enjoying spending more and more money every month because that's how it works. But it's not there yet, and that's life. But it's okay. It's like the best we can do is to focus on what we can do and ignore people who have nothing to add to the discussion.
I mean, it's also inspiring just because, like, even though it's already a very strong, let's say, drive, but even more so to just want to make sure that those who stood with us are made right, and that also these people who are spewing nonsense are proven wrong. I'd say it's just I'm competitive in nature, and
Yeah.
just I'm already doing everything I can, but if there's more, I would also do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I think we've
I
already have a
honestly,
lot
I
of.
don't even check Twitter that often recently because there is very little value in there. It's mostly drama. But
Yeah, well,
it's
no,
what it is.
we march on. I think last town hall also, just since we were having people join, we already have a lot of people already joined. But since we're on the subject, I think obviously all of the feedback we're getting is well taken, and we've had a lot of, let's say, bumps on the road on the way, and I refer to you guys to Ian Cummings, CEO or man in charge for Photo Finish, recently posted an article about their journey where they've just gotten some big funding and how difficult it was before that. If you guys have a chance to go and have a look at that, it's not so different from, I think, any other project that's seriously trying to make it in the current space, and not even like it's relevant to Equine, it's relevant for any other genuine product that's building. If you guys have a chance to look at that, it will tell you part of the picture that doesn't go, let's say, spoken, just because it's not really for public, but it will tell you some of the difficulties that are faced, including spending on savings, including trying any way to make, let's say, things work out and ends meet, and getting everything together, and all of that. So it's a lot of challenges, really. But we try not to involve you guys in it just because everyone is interested in the progress, right? Not the challenges. On the other hand, I think I was also particularly inspired in identifying a potential, let's say, more compromised, but still very workable and acceptable, let's say, version, possibly going out earlier if this is an interesting thing. And I do see a lot of community sentiment for that. So I have a meeting actually on Tuesday with all of the dev heads to go through what can constitute that version instead of the more complete, let's say, version, just to see if that's something we can put on the table as an option, basically, as in what's absolutely necessary for any working better, and then what can be basically trimmed or done through iterations later on. Our model was based on a certain cutoff, but we're now trying to see if there's another middle point also earlier than that, if we can. But yeah, we're like all hands on deck. We're working out what other scenarios there are. We'll share with you guys once we have a clear picture. But yeah, that's just a high level thing. I saw the rare color. Go for it.
Yes, I did too. That was wow. What a nice purchase.
Yeah, I mean, congrats to both the buyer and the seller. I'm sure whoever sold it might have something better to do with the ADA. It's how it goes, right? I mean, it's one of the values of having this set up this way is that people can decide what to do with their stuff, right? Versus if this was a backed, let's say, Kickstarter or something, it becomes a different situation where whether it materials or not, you just get the end result whenever, right? There is at least a way out for those who want to. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So without further ado, we have the count here tells me 11 viewers. I don't know if this is accurate, but this is probably enough to start. So let's get going. Can we have an overview? What's today's rules, and what are we looking forward to?
Sure. So today we have kind of an evolution of what we did last month, which is separate race for colts and separate for fillies. We will have 24 horses in each race, which means that we will have in each group, not in each race. So each race would have 6 horses, and top 3 will move to the next round. So that means that we'll have 12 in semifinal and 6 in final. We'll have the typical prizes of 250, 150, and 100 ADA for the top 3 spots in each group. And yeah, it will be quite quick because it will be fully automated. Just a reminder, every person could submit both colt and a filly. It's 132 to 150 in terms of the total stats. And yeah, I think that's mostly it. Maybe just a reminder that we are running it on Lovelace Downs, which is the fan-made game by Eustacia, an amazing mini game that is using our NFTs, but it's not using our racing engine. So keep that in mind. The graphics, the way the stats are working is all Eustacia's choice of how it should look and work. So it's made for fun. We do it every month as part of the community engagement. And yeah, that I think summarizes it all. I don't know, Fahad, anything you want to add? I don't know if you're still there.
I am here.
Cool.
Yeah, no, thanks. It's a good overview. I think this evolution of systems is also fun to go through. I'm grateful we have a automated setup, unlike I think last time was a bit of a challenge to run. So I'm glad we have this. Yeah, and good luck to all those who are running.
And I should say one thing that we are doing different. Last few times we had randomized length and conditions. This time we decided to not randomize, but rather have an interesting option with quarterfinals being 1 lap, semifinals being 2 laps, and finals being 3 laps. So that means that the horses that will win need to find a way to be able to compete in all 3 distances. Just to make it simple, we'll just run it all through Sunny, because I don't think that's such a big difference between the conditions. I already set it up for the quarterfinals for Sunny. Shouldn't be a big issue. And Tomo, thanks for the comments on the echo. I don't know if it was on well, had to be on someone's on our end, but seems to be okay now. I will be running the actual competition in the background, and as always, Fahad will do the announcements of each group, and Troy will do the commentary on each race. So I guess we can already start.
Let's go. So we have the colt side quarterfinals. In Group 1, we have Frank's Adams Pride JPS 1 more lap. He's getting ready for the incremental laps. We have Tomo's Homer, Fox's Stables to be the best, Dave D'Antoni's Fanta, Nastar Ludwig's Brown Thunder.
Okay, I will make it slightly bigger. 1 sec. I forgot how to do it. 1 second.
On Windows, it's F11 for full screen.
Yeah. Is that okay? Or should we?
Looks the same, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay. Okay, cool. Let's start. Wow. Quarterfinal, 1 lap.
All right. We're all getting in on this bright, sunny day at Lovelace Downs. We're in the gate, and we're off. We got Homer jumps out to the front with a small, quick lead, and now he extends that lead, followed by the 4. We're on the back stretch. We got 5 and 3 up front with the 4. Coming around the turn into the home stretch. Here we come to the finish line. We're all up front. Looks like it's gonna be 5.
And reminder, top 3 are moving forward.
Congrats to Dave D'Antoni's Fanta Fox's Stables to be the best. JPS 1 more lap. Top 3, huh?
No. Yeah, top 3.
Because it's 6.
Yes.
Okay. So Group 2, we're gonna have Clay Connoisseur's Chief. We have Speed Farm Jackpot. Gogo G's The Trader. We have Joe's San Juan. We have Aussie G90's Diglett. We have Captain Jack's Are You In?
And let's go.
All right. We're off. 4 jumps out, challenged by 1. 5's right there in the thick of things. In fact, everybody is 6 with a burst of speed. 3 says, this is still my race. 6 jumps out there. We're in the turn. Here comes the 4. 6 is barely up by a nose. 1 makes a charge at the end, but 4 with a late surge.
Very close race there. Congrats, Joe's San Juan Clay Connoisseurs Chief, and Gogoji's the trader. Better luck next time, or in fillies if you have any fillies still racing. So Group 3, we have Equino Stables Ocean Biscuit, almost Sea Biscuit. We have Chadwick Chaddington's Let the Run Flow. We have Silly Lizzie's No Guts, No Glory. We have More Gangsters Bloody Brian. We have CKJ Chambers Bald Chain. We have 108 Stitches Old Beat.
Okay, let's see what happens.
All right. Big race right here. Who's it going to be? We're off. We're off on this one and done race. Here we go. We're coming around the turn. We've got 4 up front with the 1. Here comes the 5. 6 is up there and 5. 5 catches a clover. Is it going to be enough? 6 caught a clover. 2 catches a clover. Everybody's got a clover. And it looks like it's going to be.
That was a photo finish.
Wow. I was going to say 6, but it was 5.
CKJ Chambers Bald Chain. Congrats. 108 Stitches Old Beat. We have More Gangsters Bloody Brian. Proceed. Congrats.
And better luck to.
Better luck next time to those who don't proceed. Let the Run Flow, No Guts, No Glory, and Ocean Biscuit. It's a one lap start. That's how it goes.
Yes, quick one. In the last group.
And for the last group, we have Pharma S2's Captain Kid. We have T-Cove's T-Cove 2. We have Reboto's Elon Must. We have Shmala's Shmalonium Ski. We have George Barlocchi's or Barlocchi's Arsenico. We have Johnny's Pasta La Vista. Guys?
Hasta la vista. Okay, let's go.
All right. We're in the gate. We got JPS Training Service in the background. Little advertisement there. We're off. 5 jumps out front with the 6. Here comes the 2. Huge surge by the 2. 1 is up. We got the 4 horse working on that come from behind strategy. Let's see if that pays out. We're in the final stretch, and the 4 catches a clover. Is he up? Did he make it? 4 made it into the field. 4 is moving on.
Yeah. That was Reboto's Elon Must, Shmala's Shmaloniomsky, and T-Cove's T-Cove 2. Proceeding to semifinals. Better luck next time to Arsenico, Captain Kid, and Pasta La Vista.
So I think we will go straight to the fillies, and then maybe we'll do a short break for chat if there is any between the 2 rounds. But let's do fillies. So it's the same stats, and we know that colts and fillies are not really different from the performance perspective, but we thought it would be fun to separate them. That's why.
Absolutely. Group 1, we're going to have Frank's Kit Market, Pharma S2's Amber, JPS Predator, Tomo's Marge, Foxel Stables Sweet Mary, and Dear D'Antoni's Justice. And yeah, this separation of genders just still prepares us to a real thing. And people are going to make different decisions based on whether they have a mare or a stallion, or this case, colt or a filly.
Early favorite in this race is going to be Predator, but 1 lap is tough. I know JPS is a little nervous right now.
Let's see.
Predator's untouchable when it comes to 3 laps, but 1 lap's tough for him. Here we go. We're all in. Easy Stables is in the background. Here we go. We've got the 6 up front, followed by 2. Predator makes a move. Predator's up there. Here comes the 1. 4. Are we going to catch some lucky clovers and challenge Predator? Here comes 5, but Predator is holding on for the win.
Solid show by Predator, but still close to a photo finish. So we got Predator proceeding, we have Kit Marikit proceeding, and we have Sweet Mary proceeding. Solid show, but in a one lap, it's every horse's opportunity. Amber, margin justice, better luck in the next time.
Okay, second group.
So for second group, we're gonna have Lady Aces Misty, we have Clay Connoisseurs Toffee, T-Max Trinity, Speed Farms Flojo, 108 Stitches Canicorn, and Mr. 0297's No More Fiat. Is it me, or has there been a Pokemon theme this time running around? There was a Diglett, there's a Misty, and I thought I saw the wanna be the best or be the best. And maybe it's a coincidence, but it's too many Pokemon references for me in one event.
Maybe. Okay, let's see.
All right. Misty. I used to have a dog named Misty. She was a Sheltie. She's gone now. Beautiful Sheltie. Here we go. We're off. We've got 5. Can of Corn is ahead by a nose and not no more. We've got the 1 up front with the 6. Here comes 2. Can 5 reclaim his spot? He catches a clover. We're going to see what happens. Actually, we're into the stretch. We got 4 and 6. 4 and 6 exacta.
That's awesome. Congrats to Speed Farms Flojo, Mr. 0297, No More Fiat, and T-Max Trinity in this one. Better luck next time to Clay Connoisseurs Toffee, 108 Stitches, Cano Corn, and Lady Aces Misty.
Yeah. And the group 3.
Camera's on with some strange coloration, but at least I exist.
All right. Finally, you got it.
I might have just broken
it. It's on, but it's freezing. Anyway, we can still continue.
Well, yeah, you were there and then you were gone. Now you're there.
Or maybe he's gone.
No, I am here. I am here. It's very transmaker tech. I'm just very still. All right, so group 3, we have Aussie G90's Boba, we have Woody's Ada Girl, Just Me's Stormy Rose, Captain Jack's Mary Jane's Last Dance, Equine Stable's Touchy Philly, and Chadwick Chaddington's Lizzie McGuire.
Let's see how they do on this one lap.
All right.
In the sunny conditions.
Here come the girls. We're all in. And we are off in this one-lap sprint race. 3 was up front for just a brief period of time. 1 catches the rail for maybe an easy trip. Here we go around the turn. We got 5 up front being challenged by 4. Couple of clovers. We're in the stretch, and it's going to be all 5 all day long.
Congrats to Equine Stable's Touchy Philly, Woody's Ada Girl, Aussie G90's Boba for proceeding to semifinals. And better luck next time to Captain Jack, Mary Jane's Last Dance, Chadwick's Lizzie McGuire, and Just Me's Stormy Rose.
And the last one.
So last group's going to be Silly Lizzie's Glorious Song, More Gangsters Black Bessie, George Barlocky's Arwera, T-Cove's T-Cove 1, that's a different name, El Megaphone's Miss D Winner, and Gogiji's Perry. I applaud T-Cove for the creativity in there.
Yes. We're all in. Easy Stables is represented in the background, and we're off. 5 up front by a hair. Here comes the 2, challenged by 6 with a burst of speed. We're coming around the turn. It's going to be a tough one. Hold all tickets. Here comes the 4, but 6 is still up front. 1 maybe. Holy cow. What a photo finish that was.
Silly Lizzie's Glorious Song, Gogiji's Perry, and El Megaphone's Miss D Winner. Congratulations. Going to semifinals, T-Cove, More Gangster, and George Barlocky. Better luck next time.
That one snuck in there. That was a tough race.
That closes the quarterfinal. Setup will be quick. I don't know if there is anything we want to talk about, just so it's not just racing. I think it's an interesting thing that you mentioned, Fahad, and we probably will have more to talk about next town hall. But I think that idea of starting the beta with maybe some things not perfect as we would like them to be is a good way to get it into people's hands faster, right? So I think that's a good idea. So let's see where we get with the discussions and
Absolutely. I mean, there are things that are not absolutely, let's say, necessary. People should probably not wait for, especially if they're testing, right? Things like even sound. Right? Like we have music and we have sound, but if it's gonna take a bit more time to implement, I don't think people would not want to play just to wait for sound. Obviously, a proper production should have it, but if it's a beta and people want to start trying, I think it would probably not need to hold everything back until it's implemented.
Yeah, I agree. We obviously had those discussions a few times before as well. And I know it's always a tough balance, right? Because if something that we get out is not perfect, or there are certain things that don't look as good as they should, there will be always someone who will complain, right? And that's life. But at the same time, beta is to try things and to break things and see if we can make it work, so we can make a better product, right? So I think people should realize that and understand that, especially our community, which is very mature and reasonable. So
and the version, I think the early version can also be on condition of no outside sharing. And if someone breaks it and does share, it's really up to them. But it can be, let's say, a moderate version of not fully open access, but still to the holders, right? Or some group of the holders, and gradually roll out. But it can be like until we give the green light, then no sharing of what it looks like right now, but just playing and feedback, right? So that could be a middle ground also solution.
Yeah. Cool. We are ready for semifinals. 2 laps this time to make it interesting. 2 groups only, 6 in each. Top 3 moves to the final.
Great. So Colts, we have group 1 is Dale D'Antoni's Fanta, Foxhill Stables to be the best, JPS One More Lap, Joe's San Juan, Clay Connoisseur Chief, and Gogoji's The Trader. Let's go.
Awesome.
Here we go.
Longer race this time.
Loaded in. Rookfell is represented in the background. Here we go. We're off. 4 up by a nose with 5. 6 challenges. Ford extends its lead just by a hair. We're coming around the backstretch. We still got 5 and 4 and 2, and everybody is right there. We're in the stretch. 5 jumps back out, but it's going to be close. Actually, this is a 2-lap racer. I thought we were going to be done. 5 jumps back out front with 6. Now we're coming around the turn for the final time. 6 jumps back out with 5. We got a 4-horse race right here, everybody. 6 takes it.
That was a close one.
Yeah, we got Gogoji's The Trader, JPS One More Lap. Ready for more laps. Clay Connoisseur's Chief. Go to the finals. Better luck next time to be the best. Fanta and San Juan. Not this time.
There will be other chances. And
Group 2 again for Colts. CKJ Chambers, Bold, Shane, 108 Stitches, Old Pete. We have in number 3 More Gangsters, Bloody Brian. In number 4 Riboto's Elon Musk. In number 5 Shmala's Shmalonyomsky. And in number 6 Tikov's Tikov 2.
Very different from Tikov 1.
Yes.
Not to be mistaken.
We're in. We're all lined up. We're getting settled down. The gates have flown open, and here we go. This is going to be a 2-lap race. I had to remind myself that so I didn't forget. We're on the back stretch. We got the 6 and the 5 up front. And we've got 2 making a little bit of a run at it. 4 is conserving its energy. Nope, just spent a little. Here comes the 5, 6 still up there. We're in the final lap of this 2-lap race. We're on the back stretch. 5 makes a charge to the front. 6 catches a clover. Wasn't enough, though. 5 is still up there. 5 catches another clover. It's going to be 5 and 4, but whoa. That's a shocker right there. 4 and 5.
That's last second switcheroo there. Shmala Lyomsky in second and CKJ Chambers ball chain proceed to the finals. Better luck next time to Tico, 108 stitches and more gangster.
That was a close one. Let's see if Phillies will show the same performance.
Phillies semifinals, Group 1. JPS Predator, Frank's Kit, Marikit, Foxer Stable, Sweet Mary, Speed Farms, Flojo, Mr. O297's No More Fiat, and T-Max Trinity.
All right. Looks like the betting field's got all the money on Predator, but we're going to see if there's some challengers in this race. Here we go. We're all in. We're off. Trinity. Trinity jumps out front, trying to set the early pace. Here comes No More Ferret. Fiat. Predator's gaming. It's up there. Now it's starting to show that stamina, that SSE. We went by the finish line for the first time and the last time. Next time we see it, we'll be crowning the winner of this race. Predator is extending its lead by a length and a half. Now 2 lengths around the turn. Can anybody catch a clover and challenge? All Predator all day.
Predator just kept that lead in this one. I think number 6 really tried and had a chance last second. But yeah, congrats on proceeding.
If you look at Predator, just a little inside tip here. If you see his stats, acceleration, agility, speed, what we called, actually JP and I talked about this about a year ago, the SSE, speed, stamina, endurance, is super high. SSE in Lovelace is a real big factor. That's one of the highest SSEs in the game. So if you notice, acceleration agility is super low, and the other 3 are super high. Charlie Brown is a very similar aspect, where Charlie Brown's SSE is very high also. So SSE is really critical in Lovelace.
That's interesting as insight. Like, I wonder if anybody is making purchasing decisions based on Lovelace Down's performance. That would be interesting to hear, but maybe worthwhile. I mean, if you can make a 500 data or certification, some of these horses might be purchasable at least in that way. I mean,
yeah.
But we have to remember that in the main game, of course, it will be much more complex.
Oh yeah. It's just Lovelace. This is only affects Lovelace.
And better luck next time to Trinity, No More Fiat, and Kit Marikit.
Yeah.
Let's do the last one of the semifinal.
Last group for Phillies semifinal: Equine Stables, Touchy Philly, Odie's Ada Girl, Ozzy G, 90s Boba, Silly Lizzie's Glorious Song, Go Gigi's Perry, and El Megaphone's Miss D.
All right, we're in. We got number 3, a little fractious, but getting settled down. We're off. And that fractious, number 3, caught an early clover. 6 is up front, but 3 is ready to run. Here comes the 6. 1 on the rail, catches a little bit of a burst of speed. 6 is up front. Wow, 2 made a huge charge. Here we go. We're into the stretch for the first time. Going around the turn, we still got 6 with the 1 up front. 2 is right there. Keep your eye on 2. Catches that burst of speed at the end. It might hit in the top 3. And 2 caught another clover, but 3 is right there. Here is 4. 4 and 6. 5 caught some early speed, or late speed, rather. It's like 1, 4, 5.
Congrats on proceeding to finals to Touchy Philly, Glorious Song, and Berry. Better luck next time to Misty Winner, Boba, and Either Girl.
Set up the final. Win. Continues the laps. Win.
That is such an awesome program you station made there.
Yeah, the life is so much
So
easier now
nice.
when it's automated. It's a very different.
Yeah. And a shout out to Eustacia and also to Cardania. With I think they're getting a lot of the Eustacia love, but it's been helping the development there. All right, finals. This is the end of this event, and let's see who gets crowned here for the Colts. In this event, we're gonna have in the final. We have Gogoji's the trader. We have JPS one more lap. We have Klekonosaur's chief. We have Riboto's Elon Musk. We have Shmala's Shmaloni's Biomski. We have CKJ Chambers Ball Chain.
And a reminder, 3 laps, Troy. Don't celebrate too soon.
Yeah.
3 laps is gonna be the test.
Here we go. We're all in. This is it. This is the granddaddy race for the Colts. Who's going to take the W? We will find out when we're done with 3. We're off. And we froze. Okay, here we go. We got 6 up front with the 3. 1 on the rail, catches a clover. 6 is ahead by a head. We've got the 1, the 2, and the 3. Everybody is right there in contention. We are first lap is in the books. We're on the second lap. 6 is up front by a neck. 5 comes up to challenge and moves up front by a head. 6 says, no, I'm right there with you, buddy. We got the 4, the 2, the 1. Everybody's in a straight line. Anybody's race. 2 laps done. We're in the final lap. Who's going to take the win? This is a nail biter. We got the 2 up front. Now, all of a sudden, 2 takes the lead. 4 challenges. 3 drops back. 3 catches a clover. Isn't going to be enough. 1's trying to get into contention. It's 2. It's 4. Hold all tickets. Wow. That was close.
That was a nice race to watch, actually. 3 laps with such a climax that is just really cool to see. Congratulations to JPS. 1 more lap and congrats to JPS for taking home 1 more invitational finalist. Ribota's Elon Musk, congrats again on placing in second place here. Gogoji is a trader, congrats as well. And better luck next time to those who did reach the finals but did not end up winning. That's still a very solid performance.
Absolutely. Yeah, the 3 laps is quite interesting because you could see it was very even until the lap 3. And that's where likely endurance kicked in and really made a difference.
JPS was yelling.
Okay.
That's the guy who knows the thrill of the game, right?
Yeah, he does. JPS goes to the track all the time. He does. I think he does harness racing.
Cold-blooded, I think is what they call them. So for Feliz, let's see who's marked the queen of this invitation. We have JPS Predator, we have Speed Farms Flojo, we have Fox's Stables Sweet Mary, we have Equine Stables Touchy Philly, Silly Lizzie's Glorious Song, and we have Gogiji's Perry. And let's see which of these fillies takes it home.
Here we go. 3 laps. The final race. The championship race for the girls. Harness racing, yeah. We're all in. the girls have settled down. Some of these girls are going to get some spending money to go shopping with. Who's it going to be? Girls always like money. So here we go. We're in the backstretch. Everybody's up there. All these girls want that shopping money. We're coming around the stretch for the first time. Everybody wave at the horses as they go by. One of them is going to be your winner. We're around the far turn into the back. One, Predator. Predator's up front. That's your chalk favorite right there. Who's going to be a challenger? We're into the stretch. Predator extends that lead by about 3 right now with that super massive SSE. We're into the turn. We're into the stretch. This is, I believe, the final lap. Predator up front. It's all Predator. Who's going to take second? And in second, we've got the 5.
Congrats to JPS taking 2 winners in this event with Predator with a very, very solid performance. Cyril's Glorious Song, second place in Fox's Stable Sweet Mary. Congratulations, and better luck next time to the remaining horses, which also had a fabulous performance. Got into the finals, touchy for the Dojo Perry. Always good showing here. And yeah, congrats to JPS. It reminds me of in competitive yo-yo playing, maybe, I don't know, Marek, if you remember, in the competitive scene, the World Yo-Yo competition, there was a style of yo-yo which is two-handed looping, which is like, we call it 2A. And there was a Japanese player who basically took home the cup for, I think, 7 years in a row. And the problem was that every generation, everyone upgrades and gets better, but he also gets better. So there's this thing that's always in front. JPS has been doing this, I think, in the Invitationals, but also with some consistently solid horses. I'm really, really excited to see what JPS is going to be doing in the game, because I know he has what it takes to also do well with the practice he has. But there's a lot of favorites I see here as well, a lot of community members who have been with us through and through. That wraps up, I think, this Invitational. It was a very exciting format. This was very nice to see. Congrats on all those who placed in top 3 and all those who participated in general and joined us here in this show. It was a very pleasant activity. Great to see you guys here again, and to see everyone who's also joined. Congrats again, and yeah, this is was a really successful event, let's say.
Thank you everyone for joining, and see you in a week for a town hall and in a month for another invitation.
Yep. See you guys in the next one.
All right. It's a wild ride. Congrats, winners. We'll do it again next month.
This is Fahad from the Equine team.